Hello, children. Today's lesson is about a busy month. Children, where do we live? In a house with our family. What about animals, birds, and fishes? Where do they live? Of course, they live in different places like the farm, the jungle, in a nest, in the water. In today's lesson, A Busy Month, we're going to learn about different birds, their nesting habits, their beaks, and claws. This lesson is in the form of a letter written by Gijubai Badeka of Gujarat. He liked writing stories to children. In this letter, he talks about birds we see around us. Dear children, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There are no clouds in the sky. The sun is burning hot. The sparrows, doves, and sunbirds have started working in pairs as they prepare to make their nest. Some of the birds have already made their nest. In some of the nests, the eggs have hatched. The parent birds are busy feeding the chicks with different kinds of insects and other things. In our courtyard also, there is a baby dove. There is another egg in the nest, but it has not hatched yet. On the way to Gopal Bai's house, there were many stones along the roadside. In the space between these stones, an Indian robin has laid its eggs. Bachchu Bai showed it to me. I looked through the binoculars. I saw that the nest was made of grass. On top there were soft twigs, roots, wool, hair, and cotton wool. This is how the robin makes its nest. What a soft and cozy home for its chicks. The robin is not like the crow. A crow's nest is made of all kinds of things, even pieces of wire and wood. I saw a baby bird in the robin's nest. It was sitting with its beak wide open. The mouth was red from inside. In a little while the robin flew to the nest and put something in the chick's open beak. Maybe a few small insects. By then it was evening. The robin settled down with its chick. The robin is black and so is the crow. But the crow is big in size and does not build its nest down on the stones, but high up on a tree. And they use all things, even pieces of wire and wood. There is another bird, koyal, that sings sweetly. But this bird does not build its own nest. Instead, it lays its eggs in the crow's nest. There is a small tree nearby. It has a nest hanging from its branch. Birds are so wonderfully different. The crow builds its nest high up on a tree. The dove makes its nest among the thorns of a cactus plant or a mehndi hedge. The sparrow can be found in and around our own house. It makes its nest anywhere on top of a cupboard, behind a mirror, on a ledge. Pigeons also make their nest like this. Often they make nests in old or deserted buildings. The barbet or coppersmith bird can be heard in the summer with its tuk 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 call. It makes its nest in a hole in a tree trunk, and the tailor bird uses its sharp beak to stitch together two leaves on a bush. It lays its eggs in the fold of the leaf that it has made. This is its nest. What is so special about the beaks of these birds? The barbet, coppersmith, or woodpecker have a tough pointed beak which it uses to chip on bark of a tree to build its nest and find insects. The tip of their beak is sharp as it pecks a lot on wood. The tongue of a woodpecker can span up to 4 inches long. On its tongue is a glue-like substance which helps in extracting insects. And the tailor bird has nest building skills. It stitches one or two solid tree leaves together to create a cup that provides both a comfortable and safe nest. The female tailor bird uses its sharp beak as a needle to first pierce the leaves, then takes cobwebs or plant fibers and guides it through the holes as a thread until the pouch is nice and secure. The sunbird makes a nest that hangs from the branch of a small tree or a bush. The same evening we saw a sunbird's nest. Can you guess what its nest is made of? The nest has hair, grass, thin twigs, dry leaves, cotton wool, bits of tree bark, pieces of cloth rags, and even spider cobwebs. When I looked through the binoculars, I could see a chick in the nest. It was sitting near the small opening in the nest. It was waiting for its mother to bring some food. What else can it do? Just eat and sleep. Do you know about the weaver bird? The male weaver bird makes beautifully woven nests. The female looks at all the nests and chooses the one that she likes the best and decides in which to lay her eggs. All the birds are so busy these days. Making a nest and laying the eggs is only the first step. It is a difficult task to raise the young ones in the nest, which has been made with so much effort. Birds have many enemies, humans and other animals too. Crows and squirrels, cats and rats, all of them wait for a chance to steal the eggs. Many times they even break the nest. To keep oneself safe from danger, to find food, make a nest, hatch the eggs, and raise the chicks safely, all these are tests for every bird. And see how the birds still sing with joy and spread their wings and fly freely. It's not an easy task for birds to build nests, and even more difficult is raising a chick. Why is that, children? Well, birds are harmless creatures. They cannot fight in times of trouble and danger. What trouble and danger, you may ask? Well, we humans like to capture birds and keep them caged as our pet. Some animals, like cats and rats, go to eat their eggs or chicks. Birds, too, like crows, and reptiles like snakes, steal and eat their eggs. Home of birds is called a nest. Birds build their nest to lay eggs and raise their young ones. A baby bird is called a chick. It stays in the nest till they get old enough to fly. Then they leave and fly off. A bird has to find food, build a nest, hatch the young one, and protect themselves. An everyday task. Yet they are happy and chirping every day. Talking about homes, all birds live on trees. But which other animals also live on trees? Can you name them? Koala bear, the monkey, squirrel, bat, snake. Some animals live on trees, but many live on land. Can you name a few? Elephant, lion, cow, zebra, horse. Then there is water. We know that fish live in water, but which other animals live in water near the water? Turtle, octopus, crocodile, hippopotamus, frog, seal. Birds' feet, different kind for different needs. To swim in water. The skin between the toes, called webbing, help these birds to swim through the water. Such feet are called web feet as they are flat. Webbed feet work like pedals and help them in swimming. For example, the duck and goose. To hold the tree branches. Birds like woodpeckers climb the tree and need to hold onto trees. They have two sharp claws pointing in each direction of their foot. It helps them to hold the trees and balance while they tap on the tree trunk. To catch the prey. Eagles and vultures eat or hunt other animals. They have specially designed sharp, hooked claws to catch their prey. To climb the tree. Birds like pigeons, sparrows, crow and parrots sit on tree branches. They have feet that help them to grip thin or thick branches easily. To walk on land. Storks and cranes are birds who can walk in shallow waters. They have long, slender legs with spread out toes. These toes help them to walk in water easily while catching their fish. Bird beaks, according to the food: to tear and eat meat, to make holes in wood and tree trunks, to suck nectar from flowers, to find insects and worms from mud and shallow water, to break and crush seeds, to cut and eat many kinds of food. To tear and eat meat. Eagles and vultures eat flesh of other birds and animals, so their beaks are strong, sharp, and hooked. To make holes in wood and tree trunks. Woodpeckers and barbets poke holes in hard tree trunks to pull out insects to eat and build their nest, so they have strong chisel-shaped beaks. To suck nectar from flowers. Hummingbirds and sunbirds drink the nectar from flowers. They have long and pointed beaks to poke the flower to suck the nectar. To find insects and worms from mud and shallow water. Some birds, like cranes, have long beaks for digging in mud and water to find worms and other small animals. To break and crush seeds. Birds like sparrows and pigeons eat nuts and seeds. They have strong, short, and hard beaks because they need to crack open their food. To cut and eat many kinds of food. Few birds, like the crow, have a generalized type of beak adapted for a wide diet. They have all-purpose beak that allows them to eat fruits, seeds, insects, fish, and other animals. Animal teeth. You have seen that animals have different types of teeth. Cows have short front teeth for snipping grass. The teeth on the sides are large and flat for chewing the grass. Cats have sharp teeth for tearing and cutting meat. Snakes have sharp, curved teeth, but they do not chew their prey. Snakes always swallow their food whole. Squirrels' front teeth keep growing throughout their life. They have to keep gnawing on things to keep their teeth from becoming too long. What about human teeth? Let's look at the human set of teeth. Humans have two sets of teeth in their lifetime: milk teeth that fall off and permanent set of teeth. Temporary teeth, primary teeth, baby teeth, or milk teeth is the first set of teeth a child gets by the time they are 3 years old. Most children have a full set of 20 milk teeth. When they reach 5 or 6, these teeth will start to fall out. After the age of 6, the permanent teeth start coming out. The permanent teeth is a set of 32 teeth. The permanent set of teeth consists of 4 types: incisors, that is to bite into food, like biting into an apple; canine, to tear food, tearing a sugar cane; premolars, to crush food, crushing into our favorite cashew nut; and the molars, to grind food, right from the crusher straight into the grinder. Teeth is an important part to our face. It helps us to eat food, speak properly, and also gives shape to our beautiful smile.